Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beer, Wines and Spirits review. Then what keeps going off? It keeps coming up with preview first. And then it goes live. I have no idea. All beyond me. So anyway, tonight I've got the Imperial Ginger Barley Wine. Been a while. It's been a long while. I'm not even sure if I pressed live or not. Good evening, Benjamin. That just answers the question. Did I press live or did I not? Good evening, Steve. So yeah, this, I think it's 11 or 12%. And even got a notification. I've turned my sound off, so I'm getting no notifications whatsoever. Turned it off earlier, to be fair. So, it's been a while, this has. And I'm going to pour a pint out. Have 20 minutes, because it's been a long day. And I took on a new garden, and after work hours, so I'm doing work and then I'm doing a private garden which is next door. And it's the fourth shift in the last two, this week and last week. I'm absolutely knackered. And it's bad enough doing 8-hour day, then doing 3.5 hours on top, and graft as well. Not easy, but grafting. So Imperial Ginger Barley Wine. I've got quite a bit of this still in the beer room. It's a black pour, little white head on there, and the ginger. So this is Beerworks. Good evening, Paul. Yeah, the job's amazing. You know, when I think about a year and a half ago, the crap job I had, and so it's nice to be actually drinking some Wraggys, proper Wraggys this time, Imperial strength. So yeah, Beerworks barley wine kit with extra sugar. I think it was 2 kilos of sugar. And ginger root chucked in as well. Good evening, Bolton. Yeah, ginger root chucked in at the start of the pour. How long does NG? NG? What's NG? Don't understand that for a second. How long does NG you're doing the live for, mate? Just that bit. Not quite sure what that comment meant. Not even drunk as well. Hey, fucking ridiculous. Hey, 9 o'clock at night. I'm drinking less now than I've ever drank. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We're all on the beer festival next Friday, that's all I'm saying. There's going to be quite a bit drank. And some good, good evening, Craig. How are you, mate? I hope you're good. So, I have given some of this to Craig, and I've actually gave it a name. I ain't got a clue what I called it. And it's on my computer upstairs. But when I do a proper review of it, I'll do that. Tonight it's just more of a chance to get online and do a live, because I've not been able to. Just been so damn busy. To say that's homebrew, that's bloody amazing. Yeah. So it's Beerworks barley wine kit. Well, I couldn't understand what the NG's for. I'm thinking, what the hell was NG? NG's my postcode, NG5, Sherwood. So yeah, yeah, looking forward to the beer festival next week. Some cracking brewery bars, and it should be interesting. You know, I'm looking forward to trying a lot on the Castle Rock bar. There's a lot of new beers. I can't fault you, mate, especially this time of the year. I do understand. Sometimes think about it myself. Then when you have a crap day at work, not that I don't, not that I really have a crap day at work, but when you have a bad day, you think so. Oh, that's it, sod it. But the power that the ginger root, tell you what, boiling ginger root and adding it to a brew makes for a very interesting. You don't have to go super strength. You can go a 4% stout. Hope he hasn't trodden his poo this time, daft dog. but you can make a really nice brew. So Robin Hood Beer Festival this year at the cricket ground. And I personally was a bit surprised by the size of it. On the map, it looks dinkum. And it's going to be very interesting to see how it all fits in. And more importantly, how the people fit in. And hopefully a lot of it's undercover, because obviously the weather could change. The weather at the moment's amazing. Today, I was absolutely sweating, down to a t-shirt and sweating. And then again, you would if you had to do some of the gardening I've had to do. That garden next door. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. When you don't mow your grass from about March onwards, your grass grows long, and then you start to lose your garden. And the garden was lost next door. I've had no time to watch lives. I've had very little time down the beer room. And I've just been doing one garden after another garden after another garden. And yeah, so flipping busy. Hey, you're going down tomorrow? Yeah, you have to give us your thoughts. Because obviously, Motorpoint Arena was quite big. Castle was quite big. Victoria says Leisure Centre. Well, that was shit. For want of a better word. I did, looking at the Beer Festival beers, I did think that on the whole, the ABV seems quite low to me. Looking at the beers, there's only 2 or 3 beers that are above 12%, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, not many beers. I think Castle Rock's got 1 beer, Navigation's got a big beer, and I think there's a couple more, might be 4. But overall, it's actually quite a low ABV beer festival in my thoughts. Certainly most beers are below 6%. Good evening, Shark, how are you? Yeah, quite a low ABV beer festival. Some interesting beers, a lot of traditional beers, and I've got to be honest, and I'll be brutally honest, going through the beers, I didn't see many box ticking beers that I wanted to try, because I went through the lot last night, and there's some from certain breweries, mostly local. Most of the stuff that's from further afield just doesn't interest me. The Vault City, I did like their beers last night. But I've got to be honest, Neon Raptors beers did not float the boat. Liquid Lights beers did not float the boat. Bit disappointed that Beer Mats aren't there. Ashover's not there. Some good local breweries and no beers there. I mean, I know they've got to get from all over the country to make it appealing, but you could have had a couple from each of these breweries. That will certainly come in my review of the beer festival at the end. Yeah. And see if I upset anybody by saying what I've got to say. But hey ho, you know, sometimes in life you have to poke the fires. I mean, I had a nice bit of something happened today that was, there we go. Did I miss their comments? You're cutting back to 1 bottle a night, fair play, mate. On Twitter a while back, Nottingham Castle announced that they were doing Castle Rock and Blue Monkey Brewery beers, which are both brilliant breweries, as we know, and well deserved to be at Nottingham Castle. But I tweeted them and says, why aren't you doing Lincoln Green beers? I mean, they've actually got a load of Robin Hood themed beers. And today, Lincoln Green have actually admitted, posted that their beers are going to be there as well. So that, for me, that's cracking. 3 decent, have a good one, matey. Yeah, 3 decent beers. So 3 decent breweries rather. And it's nice because good evening. So I've got the Wraggys Golden Ale on cask. I'm getting it next Wednesday, and I'm putting it into barrel next Wednesday. Oh, ale. Maybe Bolton, maybe. especially Neon and Liquid Light. Yeah, yeah. I mean, both Neon and Liquid Light's tap rooms are very good tap rooms. So yeah, I've got 40 pints of Wraggys, well, around about 40, depending on how much the boss is, how much the boss has, and how much we've lost already. But yeah, 40 pints of Wraggys on cask for Friday morning. So we'll have a couple of pints before we even go out the beer room, and I'm sure we'll have a drink beforehand. No, yeah. That's turned out to be amazing. I have not touched it for months. I think I had a bit at the Mega Brew for the Cameras Beer for the beer festival. Um, thank you. And but I can't remember for sure because I got slightly sozzled that day, as you do when you drink beer. This is the only problem with drinking beer and doing beer reviews. There's always the chance you're going to drink a beer and you're going to be steaming. Things happen. Casking beer. It's a hobby, isn't it? You know, if you've got the chance to do it, you've got the money to do it, then why not? I only have to look locally to me. And there's a bloke in Ilkeston called Darren, and he's got a business. His brewery is Urban Chicken Ale. So he's set up in his garage, and his beers are quality beers, and he's a top class nice bloke as well. And yeah, I like good people. I do. Um, it makes for it. I know, I know. It's making me itch like a swine as well. Yeah, I need to have a shave. Maybe cut my hair as well for next week, and find me sunglasses as well. Yeah, walk down the beer festival with sunglasses on. Yeah, incognito. Yeah, imagine someone coming up to you and saying, "Hey, you've reviewed my beer. Said it was crap." But to be fair, I don't. But normally, transplant your hair. Yeah, I've got plenty down below. I need to put some up here. See, real ales. If you're a lager drinker, going on to real ales, it's a step. Um, I was a lager drinker, and funnily enough, today I had on cask Castle Rock's Harvest Pale, um, because we've got it at our workplace for some reason. There was an issue with something, so we've got it on cask. And they said to me, "Oh, can you go and pour a pint and see how it looks?" I thought, "Hey, I'll pour a pint." Good evening, Tad. And your real ales. Oh. And so I poured it out, and yeah, lovely pint of. I mean, what a job! A pint of beer at work. I mean, that's just amazing. And I'm testing it. Yeah, it's all about training taste buds. Definitely. Free beers on draft in the living room. Fair play, mate. Fair play. So yeah, as far as I know, the UK is the only place in the world that does cask beer. If that's correct. I'm sure it's somebody said that to me the other week. I'm no expert. I know what I know. I like to drink, but as for anything else, no, I don't know. I won't have a clue. But yeah, Kelham, mate, Kelham Country Manor. So we had at Kelham, we had an e-keg or whatever it's called, some sort of e-keg. We're not set up for it. So the manager, she rang up Castle Rock, and she went down last week, blonde girl, and she got a cask of Harvest Pale. So they had it on last Sunday. So I think today was basically the last day they could really have it for sale, supposedly, if you believe that. And so they said to me, "Will you go and test it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll test it." Poured a pint out. Took a minute or two to clear, but yeah, it was fine. Tasted amazing, like Harvest Pale does, champion beer of Britain, and it's from Nottingham. What more is there to say? Um, it's one of the beers that got me into real ales. So it stands as one of the beers for me, as well as Castle Rock Brewery do as well, you know. And that was 10, 11 years ago. So I was drinking a Harvest Pale on cask at the time it won the champion beer, as I was also Blue Monkey beers, because obviously they've been around a good while as well. And I could have sworn I've been drinking Nottingham Brewery beers that long as well, but I can't remember when they came out. Damn, he was at my workplace. Yeah, maintenance guy. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, he's probably listening to this. Hey. Separate rooms, of course. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Norton Brewery. There's so many breweries I want to visit. Yeah, so many. Bring some gas. Yeah, get the price of gas down. Yeah, it's an amazing workplace, and Callum is. Yeah, so the blonde girl would have been the manager, and Chris is the maintenance guy. Yeah, that's the talk about vaccines. Did he did he talk about vaccines to you? He's a good bloke. Loves COVID. And he's probably watching as well. Hey, mate, if you're watching. Always one for a bit of piss taking. Yeah, I might do that next week. Go down to the Real Ale Festival, Robin Hood, and then see the camera people and start taking the mick and say, "Hey, how comes you didn't? How comes you missed that? How comes these breweries aren't here? What's the crack?" And just to test their resolve, see if they can take a joke. maybe not totally a joke, but certainly test their resolve. I'm always good for a laugh. I just poke a bit of fun at people now and again. You know, it's got to be done, hasn't it? You know, there's banter. You've got to have a bit of banter. You've got to, haven't you? You know. I mean, I posted something about Titanic Brewery's beers, and someone had a bit of a dicky fit about that, and I'm like, what? They're good beers. And luckily they are there. There's about 8 of their beers there, so that's good, fair play, that is. Pleased about that. Pity the Grand Reserve Plum Porter isn't there, but hey ho, they got the Plum Porter. Plum Porter's there from Titanic, so that's a win. And even though I've had it many times before, still a flipping brilliant beer. Gonna try and drink as much as I can drink. On the Castle Rock bar, there's a shed load of beers on there that I want to try. There's a few I've not had before. Start with treacle. What is that, a homebrew? Navigation Brewery, they've got a lot of nice beers. Nottingham Brewery as well. I won't even have to touch the other stuff. If I do 3 or 4 local breweries, I've done. In fact, I've more than done. Sand. And I'm going to get there at 11 o'clock next week, or round about 11, and try and spend the day there. I'm hoping that some of the local breweries are going to sell beers in cans and bottles as well. Cheers, matey. I want to drink the Emperor's Brewery one on keg and do a live beer review doing it, and tag her Damien in as well. Give him a tag. Oi, you. Oi. I'm doing a review of your beer. It is, but you know, I've looked a lot of the beers last night, and I've got to be honest, there wasn't a lot that floated the boat. You look at the beers, and you're looking at varieties. There was some from Vault City that I was interested in, but there wasn't in a lot of ways. There wasn't a lot there that interested me. I've not looked in Asda. I've been trying to keep away from all shops these last few weeks, and then to be honest, I've had no time. Um, so like tonight, I didn't get home till 7, and that's from leaving the house at 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, right. The list is out. I did a load of videos last night of the beer list. Went through all the beers last night. About 8 different videos, I think 8 or 9. Don't know why I bothered. No one's fucking watched them. But well, I won't do next year. Just leave it at that. But it gave a bit of notice to some of the local breweries. But it was more for me really, just to see what's out there and do it in a way where people can watch as well, see what they think. Oh, tell me about it. I fall asleep loads as well. Yep. Yes. The wife loves it. They've up, they've up their range, Paul. They did it a few months ago, their craft beer range, and it was well needed. It's been years since they did anything, and they've done it again. I'm not sure if the new beers are out now in all Asdas, but they've done it again. So Asda now stand pretty much toe to toe with Morrison's and Tesco's. Sainsbury's is slightly still behind on the craft beer side of things. Obviously, all depends what beers you like. The wife's picked me up 4 beers from Sainsbury's today, and I ain't got time to do a beer haul video, so I'll try and do one tomorrow. But I've got some new beers from Sainsbury's, a couple of Sainsbury's ones. And I mean, it's nice that they brought out some winter themed beers and Christmas beers. So that was good. And then there's a sour, and then there's something from Siren Craft. So all good on that side of things. It's good to see new beers though in supermarkets. It really is. I think in the future you'll have draft beer in supermarkets where you can go up and whether it be from a keg or something. Sorry to hear that, Tad. Our Charlie, he's 15, 16, I think 15 or 16, and he gets worse and worse, and it's bloody heartbreaking. And I know exactly what you're thinking. I did as well, Paul. The Imperial Banana was amazing. One of the top beers that I've had in the last year, and I've drank some amazing beers. One beer reviewer gave it a 1 out of 10. I won't tell you his name, but yeah, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed with the review. I watched the review as well, and I was not impressed. All them subscribers and crap review. Gelato Tropical. I've had that. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. So when you're in Nottingham, Dave, is it Wednesday or Thursday you come up to Nottingham? Because I'm working Thursday, but I should be finished. I've got a garden to do. So I'll be finished for about 5 o'clock-ish. And I know that the beer reviewers are coming to Nottingham, and we're all going to meet at a Lincoln Green pub, possibly Robin Hood and Little John, the local camera, yeah, pub of the year. And it is an amazing pub. Yeah, I said about the other part, the better. So yeah, we're on about meeting there and having a few. But you've also got a Blue Monkey pub, which is just down the road. So it's like 2 pubs for the price of one. And there needs to be a Castle Rock pub in Arnold. It really does. Although I've got one in Mapley Top actually, Woodthorpe, Mapley Top. I need to get my backside up to there. Bread and Bitter. I've not been in there for a while. And I have said to the wife that once the beer festival's out of the way, we need to go up and I need to go through the bar. I'm going to do that. When I go to pubs now, I'm going through the bar. I'm going to have half a pint of whatever's on. If I've not reviewed it, jobs are good. And half a pint, 1 minute reviews, bish bash bosh. Did that the other day. 14 reviews in one flipping day. Oh, you're meeting up with Liam on Thursday as well? I mean, that Strongbow review I did the other day, 32,000, or was it more? 32,000 views off one blooming video. Just goes to show you. So that's why I've been doing both 1 minute and also full reviews, just to because a lot of people don't like watching you talk and that. They just want to hear what it is and just go from there. So I'm going to do a 1 minute review of this in a minute as well. And before I go upstairs and fall asleep very early because I'm knackered. And I've got to go up at 5:30 tomorrow. And I'm going to the I forgot what it is now. Oh, I'm going up to Wicks in the morning at 6 o'clock to go and get more of their pallets. So I've been getting pallets from Wicks's. They leave pallets in a certain place, and I've got a pallet buster. And I'm basically at work. I'm building lots of beds for strawberries, vegetables, fruit, whatever. And they're only a foot high, but I can't go down because the soil was terrible. So I've got to go up. So I'm developing loads of beds, and so for my kitchen garden, it's going to be amazing. And looking forward to growing so much diverse stuff next year. And then hopefully getting some bloody slug killer and caterpillar killer as well, because them little buggers didn't have to take out a lot of my stuff. Although this year it didn't help because it didn't bloody rain for about 3 months, which is not good when you're trying to grow vegetables because they just go to seed. Yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. I thought the comments weren't showing up. You got a raised veg garden, mate. Yeah, always the best. Yeah, because if you can't go down, you've got to go up. Yeah, 11 o'clock on the Friday, mate. You spent an hour trying to deliver to the Lincoln Cream Pub in Arnold. Try again tomorrow. Well, what was up with it? Traffic wardens around there are a bit keen though, mate. Fucking hell. Yeah, not they're a bit keen. Yeah, so 11 o'clock Friday is the festival. And I think Liam's going to meet you at 10. Get up here, have a quick drink up here, quick beer review, taxi back down to the beer festival. Start at 11 a.m. and lots of beer drinking. Claying it. See, the soil at Cockcliffe is sandy, but it's shit sandy. There's nothing in it. No goodness at all. So I'm introducing a compost mixture that it's going to take years to properly develop, but it's hay, cardboard, leaves and grass mixed together, topped off with some fucking hell, that was loud, dickheads. Mixed up, topped off rather with well rotted compost. There's some tossers about, fucking fireworks. Pardon my French. So, got a knock off. Don't want the red card as it is. Let's give this a quick review. So yeah, black pour. There was a little bit of a head on it. Beautiful ginger aroma. A ginger barley wine from kit. So it was a barley wine kit. Only 1 kilo of extra sugar with ginger root, boiled ginger root added at the beginning to make an intense and beautiful ginger barley wine. To be fair, the ginger element rules the day. Something amazing. A good 5 at the back of the throat, and more importantly, that big ABV, a good 9 or 10%, if I remember correctly. I can't 100%, but nice nonetheless. And that's it for this. Out of 5, good 4.6 against other homebrew. But I would say that because it's my bloody own brew. But it is amazing nonetheless. And got to run. Knackered. Got to go up early in the morning. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll catch up a bit longer over the weekend, and certainly going into next week. I'll try not to work so late at nights. Try. It's all good fun at the moment. All gives me a few pennies though, so you can't complain, can you? You know, money's money. You know, unless you get it for note, you got to work for it. And I don't get it for note. You know, it's a simple thing of life. Got to work the hours, get the pennies. Cheers, everyone, and see you soon. God, that's hit me as well. Fucking hell. Pardon my French. Hey, parlez-vous français?